Today I'm going to talk about a mistake I made after a little minor surgery, and I won't do it again. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I want to show you my face here. I don't know if you can see this here. All bruised up like I took a punch to the chin. You know what I'm saying? But that's actually not what happened. I actually had a little procedure, just a minor one. It's just an in and out. It takes about an hour. But it's basically a graft of a part of the roof of your mouth to a place where you have a receding gum. And actually, what the dentist thought is that the tooth next to it looked also like it might recede, although maybe just had a little bit of recession. He didn't think that we should do it on the initial consultation, but when he started, I'm just going to do that tooth while we're in here anyway. So that's what we did. Now, this actually happened a few days ago, so I was actually pretty swollen up and really couldn't talk very comfortably. It's not super comfortable now because even though I am swollen here, you might not be able to tell because I have the human version of a chipmunk face anyway, but you can definitely tell with the bruising. That's the funny part. Anyway, the thing I wanted to mention though, and the mistake that I made, was kind of being undersold on the procedure in a way that mattered when I actually had to do the aftercare. So afterwards, they were talking about you're going to have to be on an all liquid diet for the next 72 hours. It's a very strict all liquid diet, nothing with pulp or seed or any small little bits in it. So really just like apple juice, water, pudding, they said, cottage cheese, those types of things. That's exactly what they said, which is funny because going into this, I didn't know I was going to have to do that. Maybe I should have known that, but I didn't know. And so after the surgery was done and they numb you up pretty good, it's kind of like a root canal, which I've had as well, but they were telling me all this. So I was like, I don't have any of that stuff. No one ever told me to get any of that stuff. So I was like, all right, on my way home, I'm going to go to the grocery store because I'm getting hungry. And now I realize it's going to be an all pudding or cottage cheese diet for a little while. So I go to the grocery store and I'm shopping around and people are looking at me a little bit and I'm like, yeah, it's probably a little swollen there. They're probably looking at my face, or maybe they just recognize me from the channel. That's probably it. But what I realized is that getting to the checkout line, I get up to the self-checkout and it's just a blank screen that says welcome until you start checking out, and there's a camera and it shows an inset picture of you because it's just reminding you, hey, don't try to steal from us because we are recording you as you're doing the self-checkout. And I realize for the first time, because I am so numb on this side, they've numbed up my upper lip, my lower lip, and I definitely know that I'm only really talking on this side of my mouth as I'm just going to walk around, but I'm not talking to anyone, that this side of my mouth was all droopy, totally numb, and I did not realize that I was just drooling like an abandoned dog out of this side of my mouth. So much, in fact, I had what looked like two shoelaces of drool attaching this side of my mouth to my shirt. It looked like that scene from Big Daddy where he spits and then he lets it drop to the ground and then sucks it back up. So I had two long spittles. That's not really the huge problem. The huge problem is I was wearing a shirt like this, except it was white, a golf shirt, which is what I wear a lot because they're nice and comfy. And I realized too that I could not feel or smell or taste, apparently, is that it was pretty bloody. I did not realize. So not only is it two long strings of drool attached to my mouth to my shirt, but right here I have what isn't like a bright red, but it's definitely a muted, diluted red, big spot that has just drenched basically the front of the shirt that I could not feel or tell, and I just could not tell that this was coming out of this side of the mouth. And so then I realized I should have probably expected that. Didn't expect it. Probably should have ordered groceries online or something to stop scaring the children. Villagers chasing me with pitchforks or something like that. But it's a lesson learned. If you're getting something done on your face, on your teeth, where you are going to be numbed up, you may not want to go out in public like I did unless you are really sure that you are keeping everything nice and clean, which I was not. In fact, I did come back and do a little pre-stain treatment on that shirt before I threw it in the laundry because I was worried about it staining there, and did not, fortunately. But man, that was not one of my better days. Just wanted to let you know. So little minor surgery in and out. Still have this going on here. You're probably going to see this in videos coming up, but it's all right. I wish I had a better story. It almost could have been a better story. A buddy of mine got tickets to a Jerry Seinfeld show, and he's, hey, you want to go? You know, we were Seinfeld fans growing up. So we went to the show, and they had a bunch of like pro-Palestinian protesters outside swearing at us. And as I was walking in, a guy got up my face like in the door, and he's genocide MF like that. And I thought that would be a better story if he like took a swing at me and decked me. But no, it's just me lying in a periodontist chair, totally helpless, letting them do whatever they wanted with my big fat mouth. Anyway, that's it. Peter Von Panda, out.